What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since my last video. I apologize, I've been busy and just with work and a bunch of other stuff. So here, first off, in this little mini critter keeper here is my rehoused Pompeibetes species Ecuador. And she's just chilling right there, looking gorgeous. So yeah, it's just, some substrate, of course, Eco Earth, and then I just took a piece of cork bark there and kind of stuck it in the side. And let me show you here. She's going in. Just kind of stuck it in the side there, and just put some moss on there by the water dish, and I just fill that up and spray that every couple days. And she's pretty much a happy camper. So that's one, and she does have fantastic colors. She seems to be enjoying it nicely. The night that I did it, she, of course, roamed around for a little bit to get used to it, and then now she's just been settled right in and just a happy camper. Alright, let's go next. Alright, here in this little container is my rehoused Nandi Tripepi. She is down here in that little cave. Here, once again, I just used some Eco Earth. I actually took this little piece of a cork bark here, but just kind of broke a little piece off and just glued it on the side there, and then just put some moss kind of around it to make it, look kind of natural and obviously keep the humidity up. There she is. She just likes to hide under that, which is obviously exactly why I put it in there. And she seems to be settled in quite well. She was actually pretty relaxed about whenever I transferred her. She just pretty much just went right in. Actually, it was awesome. So I put her in this one here, which is slightly bigger than these over here that I'll show you in a second, because she is just a little bit bigger, maybe a half an inch or so bigger, and she never really ever seemed really to dig very much. So she's got maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches or so substrate in here. So she still has a decent amount of substrate in case she does, and if she does for some reason start to dig quite a bit, I'll just go ahead and transfer into one of the ones I just showed you. She maybe can have 3 or 4 inches of substrate. But overall, she seems to be quite a happy camper. Next up is my Haitian Brown. Same setup as the Pompeibetes was. She seems to be a pretty happy camper also. So there's just another quick update for you. Let me zoom in on here for you. Alright, next up here is my GBB, rehoused here in this little deli container. And she's taken to it quite well. Seems to be pretty happy. She's webbed it up quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera, but she's webbed up the moss there. And then what I did here with this little fake leaf is I just kind of stuck it on there on the side here, and then just took a little bit of glue. With a little glue gun, and just stuck it there to the side so she can crawl underneath there. And she's done a little bit of digging here, kind of around the edge, and so that way she can kind of roam around. Just spray the moss a little bit. They don't need obviously as much humidity as some of the other ones I showed you, and then that way she can still kind of hide underneath there. So that's how I did this enclosure, and the other one like it that I'll show you here in a second. But other than that, she's doing fantastic and looking gorgeous. And she was the hardest one out of all of them to transfer, besides my OBT, of course, which I'll show you here last. She was pretty schizo. Alright, real quick here, I just want to show you my Suprise Molt by V. Paranensis molted again, which is starting to make me think that this is a male. I'm going to have to rehouse this one soon. If you can see, the molt is right there, and she's digged a couple network of tunnels there underneath the little fake leaf that I put in there whenever I first put her in this little enclosure. There's another little kind of tunnel right there on the edge there. So I was going to obviously try to show her to you guys, or he, but as soon as I picked this up, she ran in there. So whenever I get a nice view of her again on the next sling feeding video, which I should be putting up this next weekend, hopefully, you guys can actually get a good picture of her. Alright, here's my T. Acridi. And she, as soon as I open up the little container here, she already stuck her butt in the air, and of course she's going underneath her leaf now. But I did the same thing as what I said before with the GVB. Alright, there we go. There she is here under her leaf. She's got those lovely patterns on her abdomen there. And she's always happy to stick her butt in her air as soon as I open up the enclosure, which is usually pretty much every time. But other than that, she seems to be settled in quite well, and seems to be pretty happy. Alright, last up is my OBT, who's now in another mini critter keeper. She was definitely the most fun, if you will, out of all of them. She had, you know, threat postures and was trying to, you know, attack the paintbrush and the tongs that I was trying to get her into this little critter keeper here. So she was definitely the most fun, but you know, it was a good learning experience, of course, too. Also, this is, well, here you have the Molly cat, of course. Molly, say hi. She's stretching. This is going to be the enclosure that Lucy is going to go in eventually. I got to go get some more substrate, and I'm going to get a put a backing piece of some cork tile, if I remember right. And I got some fake plants here. Well, they're up there. I don't want to pull it all down right now, but a nice bunch of fake plants. And I'm really going to take this and really make it look as nice as I possibly can. And that is just a little project that I'm doing right now. As always, thanks for watching. Sorry I haven't put up anything sooner, but like I said, I've been pretty busy. And stay tuned, there'll be more to come soon. Thanks, guys. Take care.